Welcome to the channel. This is a new title where Naruto will find himself in another world with his friends, but not a happy one. I really need your support. This is a subscription to my Boosty. Only today there will be promotions for subscription. Come and subscribe. Thank you in advance. Before watching, please like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy watching. Chapter 1. Naruto's POV. It was night in Konoha. I'm going home for my son's birthday. He is already 10 years old. I hope no one will be offended if I'm a little late. There were many casualties during the Fourth World War. From our graduation, only me, Shikamaru, Sasuke and Sakura with Hinata remained. It was Hinata that I married. Now we have an eldest son, Boruto, and a daughter, Himawari. It's a pity that because of the position of Hokage, I spend very little time with them, which makes Boruto very offended by me. However, I can't help it. I Hokage. First of all, I have to think about the village, and only then about the family. How about we burn this village of yours to the ground? The problem will immediately resolve itself, said one of the fruits of my schizophrenia. This is all too dreary and will take a long time. There are too many deaths, I answered. Well, we want to destroy the village, not the inhabitants. And since when do you take death so easily? Asked the furball. Senile insanity or something. Probably from the very time when he was still an ANBU captain. Oh, those were great times. I didn't know that when you are Hokage, you have so much paperwork. This is terrible. Ha! You were very smart in those days, very much so. Is it true? Was my unpredictability really that good? No, it was your idiocy that was so good that it was called unpredictability, said the demon fox. Stop answering like an Uchiha. It's annoying. At the mere mention of the Uchiha clan, the Nine-Tails grimaced. Oh yes, I almost forgot. What? Why did you marry Hinata? You know, asking about this now, when we've been together for almost 12 years, is quite. Why not? Okay. In fact, I love another person, but he died a long time ago. And on Hinata because she has loved me since childhood. Ooh, did you notice? Of course, who wouldn't notice how she looked at me in those days, how she stuttered when she saw me, and I won't even talk about how terribly she blushed. Then, who is the unfortunate woman who took your heart? I'm already used to his jokes. I don't think you particularly need to know this. Otherwise, if you find out, at best you will try to kill me, at worst, you will go to destroy the world. I'm still interested. Let's chat later, otherwise I'm already home. When I entered the house and went into the kitchen where we were supposed to celebrate, he came out. This is the reincarnation of Ashura, and here I killed a girl with a Byakugan and recently your brother, too, whatever his name is. Indra, it seems. Although that's not the point. Who are you? Chakra emanated from him with great power. And this white robe? Otsutsuki? My name is Otsutsuki Urashiki. We, representatives of the Otsutsuki clan, have come to take over the world, he said, coming closer with such speed that I only managed to notice a silhouette. This Urashiki used some kind of technique that made me turn to stone. Looks like he killed the others too. Sasuke. He said that he killed Indra, which means the world will be left without their defenders, which is a pity. But I fulfilled my dream of becoming Hokage, even though my life was not what I would like it to be. I am a shinobi. From the very beginning I was ready to die in battle. I was swallowed up in darkness. Part 2. Darkness. Why is it so dark? Oh yes, I died. So now I have to meet the god of death? Or will I meet Rikudo Sannin? Or will I immediately go to the pure world to meet my parents? Hello Uzumaki Naruto. Who is there? Where does this voice come from? Because there is only darkness around. Don't even try to find me. I'm a Shinigami after all. And what does Shinigami need from me? Still, the fact that first you were an ANBU captain and then a Hokage did you good. You have become more reserved. If this is a compliment, then thank you. Ha 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 ha. Now let's move on to something more serious. You died. It's clear. Somewhat too easy a reaction. I am a shinobi, I was ready to die in battle. Okay, but tell me, did you like your life? I fulfilled my dream, I became Hokage. I brought my friend home, but you know, if someone asked me such a question, I would answer, no. Why? Was it just me, or were there notes of sarcasticness in his voice? I lived for the sake of others, I began to become stronger for the sake of others, I even married for the sake of the clan and for the sake of the girl who loved me since childhood. But that's not about that now, what do you need from me? I need you for two reasons. Firstly, you got me and Sasuke got me, and also your red-haired schizophrenia. Secondly, you saved that world, which means a lot to the gods. Therefore, you will be reborn into another you from the other world. Another? Yes, a girl. But why? I will send you to save that world and to simply become happy, to live for yourself, and for the sake of others too, only in a different sense. Your friends will go with you. Can I ask you? Yes. I've been wanting to ask for a long time. The Ten Tails is intelligent, isn't it? Loud laughter rang out. Yes, Jubi is intelligent, he has intelligence, and he is one of the gods of this world. It's clear. Give him my apologies. Silence. Well, it's not my fault that I like it when everyone loses their temper. Still, you're funny. Okay, I'll tell him. Now, Uzumaki Naruto, take care of yourself and your friends. And may you finally live a life full of happiness. Understood? Yes. I will definitely live. And I fell into the darkness, although I was already there. Part 3.my awakening was not the best. My body ached as if a tractor had driven over me. And it seems that I began to see memories that belonged to that Naruto. So, I needed to go into the inner world. Kurama, are you awake? What do you want? He says in a dissatisfied voice. What happened with me? I feel like I have a split personality. This is a merger, you will merge with the girl who was before. You will need about 2 days for this. So go away, I'm also lost and want to sleep. I hope you won't disturb me. Is it just me, or did he have a hint of concern? Don't worry, I've already seen her memories and how they treat her. It may be a different world, but these are my parents, as they say. You don't choose your parents. Probably because of her memories I take it so easy that I'm a girl. I wanted to reassure him. Who cares about you, go already. And he threw me out of my inner world. Well, it'll be breakfast soon, I need to go to the academy. I think Shinigami said that Sasuke would be there too. Looks like it'll be fun. When I came into the kitchen, my mother was standing at the stove. I had a great desire to go up to her, hug her and cry like a little child, but I was able to overcome this desire. Crap. You have to get used to talking about yourself like a girl. Although I am a girl. My memory says that my father is against me being a kunoichi, and my older brothers ignore me. Oh yes, I forgot to say, it seems that in this world I am a Jinchuriki. Why? Couldn't Mom have given Kurama to my older brothers? Don't forget to ask. It is precisely because of this that my father does not want me to become a kunoichi, and I myself was not a genius, like my brothers. Let me tell you who my brothers are. I have 2 of them, me, the youngest, older brother. Naji too. Yes, exactly him. Suda, leader of Akatsuki Pain. To be honest, at first I didn't believe it, but while he was sitting in front of me and eating his scrambled eggs, I had to believe it. He's a jounin. The second brother's name is Kiyoshi, he is 2 years older than me at Genin. And I'm graduating from the academy this year. Yes, all their looks really interfere with eating, such cold, indifferent looks. It looks like even my father came for breakfast, and he's Hokage, he doesn't have much time. And Nagato Oniai-san is here, and he's a jounin. Oh no, judging by the conversation, he's leaving for a mission after breakfast. Naruto, you have an exam in 3 months. I hope after this you won't want to be a kunoichi anymore, how dare he? And what is this cold voice? Are you going to hate your daughter just because she is not the same genius as your sons? That's it, you made me angry. Naruto, calm down. You'll only make it worse. A kick in the ass, even if only mentally, helps a lot in times like these. Thank you, Kurama. We need to calm down, calm down. Hokage-sama, sorry for being rude, but this is none of your business. Even if I don't pass and I will pass, these are my problems. The voice is cold, the look is indifferent. I didn't know that I could do this. When you were Hokage, you did this reflexively, and you only noticed it now. Damn, he's also being sarcastic. So, the main thing is to say thank you for breakfast and leave under dumbfounded faces. Oh, how I like it. Maybe make it your new hobby of pissing other people off. Now to the academy, and start arguing with Sasuke. As always. My new life has begun. Part 4. Looks like Konoha hasn't changed that much. Konoha is Konoha. Before Pain's attack. How unfortunate. If my parents are alive, then the Uchiha clan is alive. At this moment Kurama began to be indignant and prepare plans for their repeated destruction. Kurama, I don't think your plans will be needed, I mentally tell him. Why? Well, Shinigami said that Sasuke would come with us. And if his clan is alive, then he will gladly kill them all. I'm almost 90% sure of this. The answer was silence. It looked like he didn't even want to say anything out of happiness. Oh, here comes the academy. Nothing changed. When I entered the classroom, I saw Sasuke killing me with his gaze. When I sat down next to Sasuke, the girls' faces looked as if I had taken the last piece of chocolate cake in the whole world from them. Dobe, what the hell? He begins in a whisper. Team, they gave me a second life. For what? What do you mean why? They gave it to me so that I could live it well. You didn't have enough of your past life, you want this one too. He's making a fool. Cattle. You know without me how happy she was for me. I show quotes with my fingers. Somehow you are too talkative and emotional. I connected with another me, and now I have his memories, some habits, although my soul was in the lead. Oh, it's the same for me. It's noticeable. Is it just me, or are his shoulders trembling? Team, what's wrong with you? With me? Nothing wrong with me. But as for whether you're okay yourself, I'm not sure. And he began to laugh, although the bastard made it so that only I could see. It always seemed to me that you looked too much like a girl, but not that much. I have no words. Then you'll get paid for it, team. You have no idea how glad I am to see him like this. After the Fourth World War, even when his daughter was born, he showed very little emotion. Maybe he was so influenced by the fact that he merged with a 12-year-old boy, or maybe that his family and his parents are now alive. I don't know. But I'm still happy. At that moment, Iruka-sensei came in and began to explain a new topic. Sasuke and I were very bored. So I pretended to listen to him, but in fact I was sleeping. I often used this maneuver when I was Hokage. Sasuke, because of his image, cannot sleep, so he suffers and throws dissatisfied glances in my direction. Probably I'm still sleeping. Finally, classes ended. Most likely this is all an effect of the merger, but I enjoy it like a little child. Sasuke, to the 7th training ground after we go home. Well, nothing has changed here. Home. How strange it is for me when someone is waiting for me. Actually, no one is waiting for you there yet, well, except maybe Kushina. After all, she is the only one who has always been on your side. Like a responsible mother, she always looked out for you. Although she didn't like your behavior either. You were quiet, you couldn't say anything against, although the fact that your father wanted you not to be a kunoichi often upset you. Oh, don't remind me, I'm Uzumaki Naruto, I can change their minds in no time. Although it is strange that you are an Uzumaki, your brothers are Namikazes. Good question. I'm home. I run to the kitchen. I see surprised faces, well, of course, because my scream was heard throughout Konoha. I run again, this time up the stairs. I run into the room, then into the bathroom, take a shower, and then run to the training ground. Hello, Sasuke-kun. He shudders, turns and makes a detour. Damn Naruto. Don't scare me, eh. I'm just 100% sure that now his girls are just annoying with their Sasuke-kun. Come on, Sasuke, I'm in love. I can't help but giggle. Pfft. Okay, I'm getting serious. We came here because of the Shinigami. He said that this world was starting to collapse, and also that I should find my happiness in this world. Have you always wanted to be a girl? Do not interrupt. In short, are you also happy to some extent? Well, if you consider it happiness to see dead relatives, a dead brother whom you killed with your own hands, and friends who died in the war, then I think, yes, I am happy. TCH, you won't be pleased. Okay, then tell me how things are going in the family. For example, my brothers ignore me, and my father doesn't want me to become a kunoichi. Idle, to say the least. Well, I have both good and bad. This Sasuke didn't have much of a character. Now what? Your character has become better, or what? Do not interrupt. So, that Sasuke was always jealous of Itachi, and mom and dad always listened to his whims. So he was born spoiled, just like that. Itachi was jealous. He considered other people to be cockroaches who, let alone talk, could not look at him. Why was it? What has changed now? These are the moments when he destroys me with his gaze, the most fun, although I don't have enough Sharingan. Sharingan? Sasuke, do you still have the Mangekyo Sharingan or rinnegan? It seems that no, I don't feel them at all. Only an ordinary Sharingan with 2 tomo, and that second tomo appeared only thanks to me. Otherwise he would have walked around with one for a long time until he received the deepest shock. Damn, what is this habit of interrupting me? What was I talking about? About the fact that you consider other people to be cockroaches. In short, then my father noticed what I had become and was disappointed in me. Bottom line, my father ignores me, my mother rarely communicates, and my brother is always on missions. He says in a calm voice, although I feel that he is offended. Nothing. You have a brother who loves you in any way. Where is he now, by the way? We need to change the topic. I saw him at home, and only briefly, because I was in a hurry. And didn't even say hello? No, what a man! What will his brother think when his beloved Otoro was looking forward to his return just yesterday, and today, when he is at home, Sasuke just runs past without even saying hello? Yes, it seems it's starting to dawn on him what a mistake he's made. And we stand like this and look at each other skeptically. I silently call him an idiot, but he, seeing this, does not even dare to deny it. For now, Sasuke, what are you doing here? At this moment we shudder in fear. Aniki? Uchiha Itachi looked at us with an incomprehensible look, and when I looked at him, something clicked inside me. Kurama, Shinigami told me to live this life happily? I mentally turned to my friend. Well, yes. His words dripped with suspicion. So, I will start my happy life with recognition. What? Hello, Uchiha Itachi, my name is Uzumaki Naruto. I love you, let's meet part 5. Hello, Uchiha Itachi. My name is Uzumaki Naruto. I love you, let's meet. Well, everyone is in shock. Although no, Itachi quickly came to his senses. Sorry, but I can't date you. Why do I feel like he's used to saying this to every girl almost every day? Naruto, oh, Sasuke is slowly coming to his senses. When you talked about your loved one, did you mean Uchiha? Kurama screams inside, and something tells me that if he continues, I will go deaf. Calm down, Kurama. I actually fell in love with him when I was a boy at the Tanzaku Hotel, but I couldn't tell anyone about it. Naruto. Sasuke has completely come to his senses, takes me by the hands and takes me away from the training ground. What are you, boys? Uchiha, are you kidding me? What kind of questions? So, Naruto, we need to calm down, calm down. Sasuke, even though I was once a boy, but now half of me is a girl and I must completely become a girl. I say with some pride. And then, at the Tanzaku Hotel, your brother seemed ideal to me. I instantly blush. You know, knowing your character, I think you probably want to be an ideal and proud kunoichi, to be like Kushina-san, my friend says with a kind of studying look. Yes, I always wanted you to be my brother, in our case, my sister. He adds much more quietly, but I still hear him. Sasuke, what do you mean? Sorry to interrupt you, but Sasuke, is this your friend? My name is Uzumaki Nice to meet you. I am also very pleased to. Well, I guess I don't need to tell you my name? The guy says, but it seems to me that a smile flashed in his eyes. Aniki, why did you come? Sasuke interrupts our conversation with a rude voice. Otodo, I'm worried. And lately you've been acting strange, crazy, damn, Sasuke, nerd, what are you doing? It looks like it's written all over my face, and Sasuke finds a way to get out of this situation dry. Nisan, you've been on missions lately and you have very little time. Do you really notice changes in your brother? Sarcasm flows like a river, although I noticed a note of resentment in the voice. And Itachi's gaze immediately changed to one of guilt. Interesting. Was Sasuke's envy really that big? Although, this is Sasuke. But both of us understand that if one of us gets burned, no one will remain on the sidelines. He threw a threatening look in my direction, and I raised my hands up, as if to say that I won't interfere now. I'm sorry. If you want, I can train you now, Itachi said with a guilty face. You'll train? I asked in confusion. You too, Dobe, are with us, somehow he tells me too artificially. No, I can't. Sasuke shows me a finger up behind his back. I also have a brother, even too. I have my own problems with them. I need to solve them somehow. But Itachi-san, I don't go back on my words, but I won't force you. I understand that you don't love me, but I just wanted to say those words so that you know how I feel. Okay, I understand, he nodded to me. Thank you for understanding. Well, then I'll go. Sasuke, talk to your brother, he looks at me indifferently. And I show him my fist. Otherwise you'll get the hell out of me. It looks like I look impressive with ki, since this couple swallows in sync. Fine, he says cautiously. Goodbye, Itachi-san, a bow from me. And I run home. Arriving at the house, I ask Kurama to tell me where Kyoshi is. Although he is a genin, according to my recollections, he is usually at home at this time. Ku replies that he is in his room on the second floor. When I go there, he is lying on the bed and looking at the ceiling. He's still called a genius, but he doesn't notice me. And I jump on him, causing shock to appear on my face. Naruto, are you crazy? Do you want to kill me? My older brother says angrily. No, Kyoshi and I-san, are you free now? I want to go for a walk with you. Because I don't like my things. I want something lighter. Yes, and in Ichiraku, sing ramen, wait. He covers my mouth with his hand and looks at me in shock. Well, he must still be in shock, his quiet Imuto is acting like this. Anyone in his place would be shocked you're acting strange, he looks at me suspiciously. So, you need to move the steering wheel in the other direction, but I didn't want to do that. Ni-san, when was the last time you and Nagato and I-san talked to me? I begin sarcastically. I have long learned to hide some emotions. Forgive us, Nagato and I devote very little time to you, and after you went against your father and wanted to become a kunoichi, you and I stopped communicating. Forgive us please, it looks like he really feels guilty, but oh well, it makes me feel better. I will forgive you only if you fulfill 2 of my requests. A ray of hope immediately appeared in his eyes. Okay, ask for whatever you want. But you're in vain. As you say, I narrow my eyes slyly and it begins to dawn on him what he just signed up for. First of all, I want to go shopping with you right now for new clothes, you pay for everything. Secondly, I want Nagato and I-san to be with us. Of course, you and I will catch him, but you will have to persuade him. He's shocked. What did you expect? Did you think you would become my slave, or what? I ask with a satisfied look. No, what are you doing? You go, take a shower, do girly things, me too. In short, we'll leave in half an hour. Fine? Okay. I raise my hands up, as if to say that I give up, and go into the room. Now we need to have a blast. And then Ku says that he feels Nagato coming here. And in the evening I need to talk to Ku. And most importantly, come up with a plan to win the heart of one Uchiha. So many things to do, so many things to do. Part 6. I got dressed and ran out into the yard. My favorite brothers were there. Nagato Oni-san, you have finally returned from your mission. Kyoshi and I-san, have you talked to Nagato Oni-san? I asked, looking sternly at Kyoshi. It seems that I looked so cute that they involuntarily began to smile. Yes. Kyoshi has already enlightened me. Forgive me too. I didn't act like an older brother either. He told me with a guilty face, if you want, then I have no missions today. I can walk with you as much as you want, and I'll also buy whatever you want. Hooray! But I'm not to blame for anything. She looked at them with a sly expression on her face. Okay, let's go then, Kyoshi, Naruto, Nagato said with a happy look. These two didn't even know what they were getting into. Cuckoo. Damn, bad habit from Orochimaru. A few hours later, they are lethargic and tired and come home with a lot of packages. Judging by the chakra, today are those rare days when both mom and dad are at home. Oh, how they will be surprised. We're home! I scream, and the brothers look at each other and ask with their eyes, where does she get so much energy? Where would you? Our mother stops mid-sentence. Well, what can I say? A nice picture. Nagato fell on the carpet in the hallway. Kyoshi was lying on him, and I finished a certain sandwich, placing my foot on Kyoshi as if it was I who had just defeated them, and not they were tired of their adventures. Hello, Mom, I say in a gentle voice, we went shopping here. It was so much fun. Do you mind if we go shopping again later? No! The little people lying under me cut off, and their faces express sorrow and hope for Mother's prudence. Of course, daughter, why not? My mother quickly saw through the trick. Just next time take Minato with you. Fine? And the room seems to be missing the phrase. Just walk so that he can't stand on his feet. Of course, Mom. Your desire is my law. And I will put everything on the line if our brothers do not now feel that we ourselves are devils. Only one has yellow hair color, and the other has red hair. Is there something wrong? Our nice conversation is interrupted by my father. Two grateful and equally disappointed glances immediately look at him. Kyoshi and I-san, Nagato Oni-san, can you please put all these packages in my room? I beg them with my eyes and look at them. HOK. My brothers look at me with a doomed look. I just don't understand what happened here. Father looks at the three of us in bewilderment. I'll explain everything to you now. My mother says with the look of a satisfied cat who has eaten sour cream, which is immediately answered by a suspicious look from her father. With every mother's word, Dad's face becomes more and more elongated, and when Mom tells him that next time he will come with us, his face instantly turns pale. Well, Minato, you said that she wouldn't become a kunoichi. She has more than enough stamina, since she was able to squeeze all the strength out of Nagato and Kyoshi. My mother says with an even more pleased look and gaying. Naruto, something has been wrong with you lately, can you tell me? Father says in a stern voice. Hokage-sama, I'm fine. It's just... it pisses me off. It pisses me off about the kind of character I have. It pisses me off the way people look at me if I'm just walking around. It infuriates me that in my own home they look at me even worse. It pisses me off that my siblings ignore me. It infuriates me that my own father considers me weak. Everything infuriates me, so I decided to change for the better. I spread my arms to the sides and smile. I will not be the way you want me to be, I will be the way I see myself. And from this day on I will change. From today there will be a new Naruto with you, I say proudly. Everything is out. If you please take your leave, but I don't want to eat, I want to sleep, so I'm off to the room. Good dreams, I'd better leave before they come to their senses. Still, my room is a little too girly. No problem, we'll fix it. An hour later, phew, everything is perfect. Just to my liking. Now to the inner world. Kurama, I call my friend. Naruto, what was that? At the 7th training ground? He begins our conversation with a menacing look. Kurama, you already knew it a long time ago, right? And don't lie to me, I know that at any time you can predict all my emotions. Perhaps you can only read thoughts at times, but you always know emotions. I won't lie, it's true. I wish you only happiness, and if you see happiness with this person, even if he is an Uchiha, I will be with you. Of course I will kill him if he hurts you. Thank you, Kurama. I'm very happy. I hug him and feel the tears flowing. Without my knowledge, I don't want to make a scene here now, so let's change the subject. Fine. What will you do? Your physical characteristics require the best. Chakra control is terrible. Since the 4th didn't want you to be a kunoichi, you don't know a single technique. Result, the body is weak, the control is even worse, you cannot create more than 2 clones. So what will you do? Kurama. I want to be an advanced kunoichi. What are you going to do about it? You know, if you said now that you just want to learn all your signature techniques, I would be disappointed, but you are unpredictable as always. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Then let's start with control. You'll go to ironing. And then look at what your elements are. If I understand correctly, the elements of this body and your elements remain. This means you will have more of them. Is it true? Hooray! I wish I had lightning so I could be as fast as I could with Hiraishin, or Chidori with Sasuke. In short, I want lightning. Ha ha ha. Go to sleep. You will need a lot of strength tomorrow. You still need to see what's going on with the Uchiha clan, maybe they're preparing a coup. Thanks for reminding me. Fine. Good night. Good night. Tomorrow will be terribly fun. Part 7. They say that there's never a good morning. Now I understand the whole essence of this phrase. It seems like yesterday my brothers decided to take cruel revenge on me. Well, no, I'm not an early bird, but they come and rush at me shouting, Imuto, it's time to wake up. How is that possible? Of course, I had to get out of the warm and soft bed. Go quickly take a shower, and of course, clean yourself up. When I walked into the kitchen, only Mom and Kiyoshi were there. When I asked where Nagato was, I was told that the Hokage had called him. At breakfast I was informed that in 6 months I would have the genin exam. If Dad were here, he would start saying that I shouldn't disgrace him. In 6 months you should at least become physically stronger. Yes, and control needs to be improved. Do you have a lot of work? Kurama said. Thank you, Ku. Then I will send a clone to the academy. I think Sasuke won't be offended by me if he doesn't use the clone himself. Although he is an Uchiha, this is not allowed for him, I said with a chuckle. What will you do with the pacifist Uchiha? After his words I froze for a minute, and then said, Kurama, tell me, is Uchiha Shursui alive now? I asked with hope in my voice. Well, if this Itachi of yours is alive, then the rest of the Uchiha should be alive, he said, looking at me suspiciously. I have an idea. With a satisfied smile, I went to the training ground. You know, when you talk like that, something very creepy is brewing, he said with dangerous notes in his voice. Perhaps, I created a clone, sent him to the academy and went to train. I worked out somewhere before lunch, and the memories of the clone came to me. Sasuke looked at me with an irritable and touchy look. He said that he would be waiting for me at the training ground after lunch and gave me a mocking grin. So, I went to Ichiraku Ramen to have lunch. I ate 3 servings, ate my fill and went back to the training ground. Sasuke was just waiting for me there. He sits all gloomy. What happened to you, Sasuke? And hi, I ask worriedly. It seems that I have finally fully merged with my other self. Because of this, Itachi says that I am starting to behave as before, but he looked as if this would only make things worse. He almost shouted the last words. Don't you know your big brother? He is a master at not showing emotions. I know, but it's still not very pleasant. Hey, where is the Sasuke I know? Sasuke, he's an arrogant bastard, I speak from the heart. But dear bastard. Thank you, Dobe, for the compliment, he said sarcastically. This is my Sasuke, the one I know, I say with a sincere smile. Okay, Yujiratanki, let's move on to the main topic. Judging by the behavior of my clan, they want to stage a coup. He looks at me indifferently. Your ideas? There is one idea, but it is a last resort. But I started. There will be no marriage between you and me, he rapped. It hurts. I want. You marry my brother only with his consent, interrupted me again. Stop interrupting, I shouted. I'm still the Hokage's daughter. I should have some connections in this life, she said proudly. Don't lie. Judging by the latest information, you have no connections. He looks at me suspiciously and asks, tell me what an extreme case is. You won't like him, I started hesitantly. Knowing you, the extreme case is your idea. And what? I kind of want to save you. And here you are with your claims. I started to get angry. Calm down. He speaks calmly, but I don't calm down, so what is this? As a last resort, he says with a grin, showing quotation marks. I'll tell you only after I complete this extreme case, I return with double sarcasm. You can't be stopped, can you? That's right, Sasuke, that's right. Stubborn as always. I hope you don't get involved into something dangerous, silent like a fish, although who am I asking? You have a great talent for getting into trouble where there shouldn't be any. Thanks for the compliment. Oh yes, I almost forgot. You have such a person in your clan named Uchiha Shursui? After my words he barely noticeably twitched. Did I ask something wrong? Sasuke, you turned pale. And now he's blushing. Of course, this is not the first time I have seen this, but this condition of yours is rare. I'll ask you directly. Is Uchiha Shursui dead? I asked with concern. No, he is alive. He is alive, his voice. He had a great desire to say different words, but if Shursui were dead, he would have said it directly. He doesn't like it when people lie about such things. But now he can't tell me something about it. Sasuke, there's something you're not telling me. Briefly speaking, he seems to be tired. When you see him, you will understand everything. And it's time for me to go. Aniki promised that I would patrol with him a little. And I almost forgot, be careful. If you need help, call, Sasuke warned me. I catch the word, I answer him with a grin. So, what to do next? Okay, for now I'll go home, take a shower and go put my plan into action. There was no one at home. Mom left a note saying that she was going to the store. On the way, I went into my dad's office. As it turned out, my assumptions were correct. Soon there will be a council of all clans on the topic. What will we do with the Uchiha clan? Okay, at least not like in my world, when Danzo and the third Hokage ordered everyone to be killed in secret, and the rest didn't even know about it. Then I went to my room, combed my unruly hair, you would know how difficult it is, and went outside to get my loot. Ku, do you know where he is? I feel that he is moving. Judging by its path, it's a dango shop, I heard it in my head. The same one? I say with joy in my voice. Yes, the same one. Thank you. I didn't run for very long, only about 10 minutes. But when I arrived, my goal was already here. We have to hurry. Excuse me please, Danzo-dano, can I talk to you for a moment? When I asked this, the air instantly became tense. And only now I noticed Sasuke, Itachi and some girl nearby, vaguely reminding me of someone. I need to get my act together. Danzo is not someone I can easily talk to. He can use me in ways that I won't even notice. The most problematic person of all the people I negotiated with. And I negotiated with many, Hokage, no matter how. Of course, Narutoheim. Do you want to talk in private? His question instantly brought me back to earth. Yes, Danzo-dano. I'm sorry if I'm wasting your time, I bowed slightly as a sign of respect. Nothing. I'm just glad your look says the exact opposite. Do you really think that I won't notice? When we entered, I immediately felt on my back 2 pairs of menacing glances and 1 pair of interested ones. Is Itachi really worried about me? This thought immediately made my soul feel so warm. Who is that girl then? He looks the same age as Itachi. I'm not jealous, but in appearance he's definitely an Uchiha. Okay, I'll ask later. Now the main thing is Sasuke and his dear family. I must do everything so that the Uchiha clan survives and prospers. Part 8. When we walked in and sat down at the table, the air was permeated with a feeling of tension. Naruto, what did you want to talk about? I feel like he wants to leave, but because I am Haim, he cannot do this. Danzo, a bird sang to me that one tree is going against a great tree. This is true? I smile sweetly, as if I were talking about obvious things. After my words, his pupils noticeably widened. A real diplomat. Naruto, I'm old for a long time. I've been tired of talking like that for a long time. Then I will speak directly. Are you confident in the Uchiha clan? Good question. Not what we will do with it, or even, why don't we solve everything peacefully? But straight to the root. What have they done that we don't believe them? Surprised, a real politician does not answer the question, but lets me say what I know. Only I'm not cut out for it. Danzo, let's have one question, one answer, businesslike indifference. Okay. You start. Why did you decide that everything would be fine without the Uchiha clan? Since they can easily be replaced with the same Hyuga. And they didn't take the best place in Konoha, just security. Why do you want the Uchiha clan to live? Wants to know my feelings towards this family. Had he already been informed of my confession to Itachi? A dream. I will answer honestly. The Uchiha clan cannot be replaced. Not with their eyes. They are a very large military force. And knowing this clan, if they started to trust someone, then they will be a mountain for him, and you immediately want to get rid of them? Who will be the executioner? I, of course, know who it is, but this information is confidential. It will be strange if I know about it. Judging by your face, you don't care to know. Oh, I forgot that I'm still too young to know this. Do you really have better ideas? You yourself should know that I will not renounce my principles to protect Konoha. I want to protect her too, but what you want to do is not the solution to all your problems. Danzo, it seems that all the rumors about you are just fiction, I say with a slight smile. Finally, someone noticed it. I have already begun to wonder how to refute them, but don't even think that they are all made up, he says with an indifferent expression on his face. Oh, how could you think that? I think I know even more than others, I said with a chuckle in my eyes, noticing that he tensed, although, damn it, I wouldn't have noticed at all if it weren't for Kurama. Naruto, I understand what you are talking about. Oh really? I listen to you, but the final decision will be made not by me, but by the entire council, and we need to find incriminating evidence. I'm glad you listened to me, Danzo. See you soon. And you better hide your eyes otherwise. I think he realized that I wouldn't leave him so easily, especially if it's true Sharingan. Thank you, Naruto. See you soon. We bow to each other and leave. Damn, it's already evening outside. I'd been talking to him for 3 hours, or what? Judging by your face, you only just noticed how long you've been sitting. Oh, here comes Sasuke. What is he doing here? Aniki told me to wait for you, and even without him I would not have left this unattended. You've already lost your mind, haven't you? Of course I understand. Now you have nothing to fear, Father Hokage, Mother Haim of the great clan. But going against Danzo? Have you ever had enough adventures in one place? And then he started shouting at me. It's good that before this we got to the training grounds, and I also put up barriers, thanks to which you won't even be able to read anything on your lips. Wow, he's been talking to me here for an hour now. It looks like he's gone round and round. I need to stop him somehow, otherwise if I come home too late, they will pat me on the head, but definitely not with their hand. Sasuke, isn't it time for us to go home? Otherwise, Mai and your mother will worry, I asked timidly. Worry? You need to worry about yourself now. So where did I stop? Oh yes, looks like I'll stay here for another hour. An hour and a half later it was tough. Well, Sasuke, did he scold me for himself and Itachi? Okay, we need to hurry home. When I came home, it flew onto my head. It does not hurt. This is very painful. Even Sakura's slaps on the back of the head were weaker, and my mother, it seems, even though I'm a girl, still hits me as hard as I can. Why so long? It's almost night, Tebane? Damn, she's evil. What could I come up with? About. Mom. I was walking with Itachi. And you know that I love him, right? My hormones must be going through the roof right now. Although I really love Itachi, and my mother will help if anything happens. Is it true? I immediately calmed down. Oh, my baby, are you talking about Uchiha Itachi? The son of the head of the Uchiha clan? I just nodded. Go quickly wash your hands and let's go eat. Tell me everything, yes. After I washed my hands and sat down at my place at the table, we started talking about everything. Of course, I told about my first meeting with Itachi. When they heard it, by the way, father is not at home, but everyone else is present, the brothers were shocked, and mother approved. She even told how she confessed to my father. Oh yes, Mom. Why is my last name Uzumaki? If my brothers have Namikes? I knew you'd ask this someday. So, in fact, this name was given to you by Orochimaru and Jiraiya. When they found out I was having a girl, they talked your father into letting them choose your name. Chosen, called Chosen? And it looked like Jiraiya chose. And on behalf of I decided that you would at least be an Uzumaki. So it turned out, Uzumaki girl. It seems it was all drunk. An evil aura instantly gathered near my mother. Looks like they got a good deal after that. Well, I'm not offended, I'm more used to this name. After that, we talked a little more and I went to the room to sleep. There should be a meeting of the clan heads soon. Well, I think Danzo will not disappoint. Part 9. My training continued throughout the week. Of course, I went to the academy so that Sasuke wouldn't be offended. But the strangest thing is that the gathering of the heads of the clans is going on for the second day in a row, and they told me that they would be finished in about 5 or 6 hours. Well, I'll count on Danzo. Naruto, don't sleep. You must train. Kurama yells at me. Sorry, Ku. I'm running. In the Hokage residence. Fugaku, how dare you talk about my clan like that? Shouts Hayashi. But my clan is much better than yours. We are still more independent, Fugaku answers him phlegmatically. And this kind of skirmish has been going on for half a day. Are they small children? Shikaku, Nara, and Danzo thought at the same time. Yamanaka and Akimichi do not get involved in childish arguments, yet. The fourth sits already quite tired. The third one doesn't seem to care anymore. Kushina sits with the contented look of a well-fed cat. Looks like Danzo got fed up with this circus. Stop it quickly. Turned it up louder and connected key. Because of this, everyone turned to him with great surprise. Do you have any ideas about the Uchiha clan? Asked the third. We will not destroy them, Minato said sternly. Why do I need it anyway? Now everyone looked at him with shock. Let's calmly discuss this topic, and not like grandmothers at the market. Danzo, is that really you? The third asked carefully. Certainly. It's just that someone told me that if we destroy the Uchiha clan, the harmony will not last long, Shimura answered calmly. And who is this suicide who managed to guide you on the right path? The third said with disbelief. Is he even alive? Not he, but she, that's the first thing. Secondly, she did not direct me to the right path, but simply said that this was not a solution to the whole problem. Thirdly, this is Uzumaki Naruto, she knows how to surprise. When he said this, Kushina was pleased and proud, and Minato felt ambivalent. So what do you suggest? Asked Fugaku. There is a lot that goes into creating a bond between you and the Hokage. For example, marriage contract. With Ki and her hair rising, Kushina looks scarier than any demon. If you want, you can give us your son. My brother Kagami had a daughter, and she's like my own, Fugaku wanted to reassure Kushina. I have 2 sons, any will do, Kushina said with a sweet smile. Besides, they would kill anyone who even dared to lay a finger on their little sister. Then we came to a compromise. Let's discuss the details. At the Hokage estate up high. Nagato and Ai-san, are you sick? Maybe you should go to your room with Kyoshi and Ai-san? I say in a worried voice. Do not even try. I'll still teach you everything a girl can do, Nagato says in a stern voice. So, I will explain to you from the very beginning what is happening here. While I was training, Nagato joined me. Afterwards we wanted to go home, and I admitted that I didn't know how to cook and do other girly things. It seems he didn't like it and started explaining all this nonsense. When I asked how he knew all this, they told me that my mother takes care of the house and she learned everything from my father, and the father wanted the first son to know all this, in case he gets the same wife. As a result, he is now teaching me to cook, because someday I will become a wife or mother. Nisan, do you have a girlfriend? After my words he blushed. It seems he does. It's clear from your face that yes. I won't ask her name, just tell me what clan she's from. After my words, he noticeably relaxed. It's not like you, it's like you're not interested in this, he said. If I want, I can find out who it is at any time, I noticed, so, brother, don't hide, I'll still find out who it is. But I'm still too interested, so at least tell me what clan she's from, otherwise I'll think that we have the same taste. Taste? Same? He said, looking at me suspiciously. Well, you and I are brother and sister, what if those we love are from the same clan? I started to deny. Imuto, so the rumors about you loving Uchiha Itachi are true? He said sternly. My feelings aren't reciprocated anyway, so you don't have to worry. After my words he relaxed, but it was not very noticeable. So who is she? Also from the Uchiha clan? At my words he tensed up again. Really? Really? And I laughed. He looked at me like I was an idiot. I don't believe that each of us falls in love with an Uchiha. At our first meeting, I even immediately confessed. I'll hope that Kyoshi doesn't fall under their spell, I'll hope. I mumble under my breath with some doom in my words. Okay. You should learn to cook at least this well, and just like that they continued to teach me how to cook, so, etc. The next day. In the morning, my father called Nagato and me to his office. When we went into his office, the entire family of the head of the Uchiha was sitting there. And some girl nearby, it seems, is an Uchiha and a Hokage. Why did you call us father? Still, I will respect Nagato. In one sentence he said that he was here as his son, not a jounin. He immediately understood where everything was going, but he didn't seem to understand why I was here. I'm sure, Nagato, that you already understand where this is going, the father began in a stern voice. Yes, but why is Naruto here? She doesn't need. Nisan, are you sure you want to marry a stranger? And please tell me the name of my brother's fiancée. I looked at the girl near the head of the Uchiha, and remembered that it was she who was next to Itachi and Sasuke, near the Dango Cafe. I'm sorry. I am the daughter of Fugaku-san's younger brother. My name is Uchiha Shursui, and yes, I am your brother's fiancée. After her words, my eyes widened barely noticeably. Everyone present here noticed this. Uchiha Shursui? Shunshin no Shursui? She nodded and I looked at my brother. He was nervous, but I think only I noticed it. Is it really you? I said dumbfounded. What am I? She stood there in bewilderment. My brother's girl. I swallowed and everyone looked at me with shock in their eyes. And why am I the last to know about this? Shursui? Sasuke said sternly and looked at the girl. Why do you even believe her? She asked indifferently. If she lied, she would have warned me, especially now. Well, it's true, so for now I'm on her side. How well everything turned out. If my son and Shursui-chan are already dating, then I don't need to feel any remorse. And there will be no bumps from Mom, I added. She herself said that she was giving away her son, he answered me. So we are giving? Don't we take it? Well, no, really. Uchiha Nagato? Well, that's cool. What else to say? For sale Nagato. Uchiha. Not expensive, you give, it seems Sasuke can't choose a side. Although I won't mind the fact that you will also become an Uchiha. Sasuke felt uncomfortable under Itachi's gaze. And I suddenly realized that it would be very difficult for me to melt the ice in Itachi's heart. When Sasuke noticed my gaze, he looked at Itachi. I don't know how, he stood with his back to me, and his sixth sense says that he will ignore him. Still, Sasuke and I are truly best friends. I would also behave the same way if someone from my family treated him that way. But it still hurts me when Itachi looks at me like that. Then we come to the decision that Namikaze Nagato becomes an Uchiha, and with this we stop the coup. Danzo raised his voice. "Hi!" we say, and everyone gradually began to leave. "Father, I wanted to talk to you when everyone left, and only we were left in the office." "And about what?" he asked. "I want to become Danzo's student," I said immediately. "No," he answered briefly. "Hokage-sama, I also wanted to ask you for Uzumaki Naruto's apprenticeship." This time Danzo Dano approached. We persuaded him for about 15 minutes, and the final answer was agreement. "Fine," Minato said, gritting his teeth. "Then I want our classes to start from tomorrow," Danzo said, and left. We were left alone in the office. My father got up from his chair and came up to me. Suddenly he hugged me and said, "I'm sorry. I know that because I ignored you all the time, you will not forgive me. But I'll say it anyway. I'm sorry." After his words, everything inside me warmed up. The other me was always waiting for these words from him, and the other me always wanted a parental hug. All the stress that I had accumulated came out, and I cried on my dad's shoulder. When I cried, Dad took us home and I cried my heart out. It seems like when we got home, the others hugged me too. She herself didn't notice when she passed out. Part 10. When I woke up, my eyes hurt. I went into the bath and was horrified. There are bruises under the eyes themselves are red, only the Sharingan dot is missing. After the bath, I began to look better, but I am far from ideal. I also have a headache. "Naruto, come down, we need to talk," Kurama said. "Ku?" I called when I came down. "How are you?" he asks. "Everything is fine. Just think, hysteria doesn't happen to anyone." After my words he got angry. "Simple hysteria. You understand that from a simple hysteria all your chakra, just like mine, splashed out. The chakra channels enlarged and almost burst. Because of this, I had to treat them quickly. And this is simple hysteria," he shouts at me. "Stop. Why didn't I feel anything?" I asked. "Your mother turned you off, for which I thank her very much," he answered me more calmly. "But because of this outburst, the seal was partially destroyed. Your father thought that I would come out, but this did not happen, and he thought it was at least strange. So it's your choice, lie to them or tell the truth." After his words I felt scared. If I tell them, they may say that I am no longer their daughter, but if I lie, not only will they immediately recognize the lie, but it will make me sick of it. I just found a family, and lying to them is the last thing I want. Looks like you already know what to say. But before I go, I'll tell you one thing. That girl didn't die. Who? Who could I already kill? The Naruto that came before us. You have merged with her, which means that you are half her. She didn't die, she lives with you. Even now. This is true? It's clear that he says this not only to calm me down, but also so that later I can tell my parents this and calm them down. Thank you, Ku. What would I do without you? Go already, two-legged. Was he embarrassed? Haha, after all, Kurama is my friend and at the same time my redhead schizophrenia. I went. When I was about to go into the kitchen, I heard, "Good luck." My heart immediately warmed and with my head held high, I opened the door. "Naruto, you eat for now, then we will start talking," the father began. "But first, are you okay?" "I don't want to bother my family." "I'm fine." I raised my finger like Lee or Guy Sensei, and everyone smiled at me. By the way, there are only father and mother in the room. There are no brothers in the room. After we ate and cleared away the dishes, we sat down at the table and I began to talk. I told the whole story of my life. Although it was difficult, I had to tell about myself in a woman's face. After the story, we all sat and they thought about my words. "What happened to our Naruto?" Mom asked. "We merged with her, it's me, that's her," I said, watching their reaction. After my words, they noticeably relaxed. "Please forgive me," they turned to me with a surprised expression on their faces. "If you want, I can get away from here. I've already grown up enough to be on my own and, without thinking, they hugged me and said, "No, it's our fault. We always ignored that Naruto. We saw that she was trying, but we spent all our energy on our sons. It is we who must ask for forgiveness," Mom said. "Mom, Dad, do you know what I was missing?" They looked at me questioningly. Warmth. Just one word and I felt better. This me and that me never wanted to tell someone about my weakness, but I always wanted to complain to someone, hug, speak out, but as always there is one but. I was alone. After my words, they looked at me so guilty. I think they understand that what happened was their fault. And I cried, but I was calmer than yesterday. Still, I'm glad that they even loved me. Of course, it will take them time to accept the new me, but we have it. After everything, my parents told me to go to my room. When I came out and stood up, my brothers hugged me. After 5 minutes of this hugging position, they let me go and each went to their own room, apparently to think. I walked into the room and immediately turned back to the bath. Still, I can't be in this state for long. About half an hour passed. I walked back to the kitchen and was greeted with smiles on their faces. I couldn't help but respond. "Damn, I forgot. Dad, I'm sorry. I completely forgot about Danzodano." She looked at him guiltily. "Don't worry, I told him that your classes will start tomorrow, and now there is half a day left until the evening. I signed you up for ironing go." After lunch I left the house. I had to go for a run. When I arrived at the hospital, I was told that I would have a personal teacher. When I went to his office, I wanted to guess who it was. I definitely didn't expect to see him here. "Kukuku, so you are the same daughter of the Hokage. My name is Orochimaru. I'm absolutely not happy to meet you. As always, it's in his manner to talk like that. Hello? My name is Uzumaki Naruto. Should I call you Orochimaru-sensei from now on? I have a great desire to call him an overgrown snake, but I need his trust. I'm glad he didn't become a crazy scientist like in that world. You can call me whatever you want," he waved it off. "So, your training will begin from today. Training will take place after lunch. I still don't understand how you agreed to train with this one-eyed guy. Now about your skills. We need to improve your chakra control. I'll tell you right away, with your amount of chakra it will be very difficult to become an ironin. You need to train and train some more. Now you are a complete zero. Let alone cure, you probably don't even know how to make bandages now. No matter how you try, it won't work on me. I have chosen my goal and I will go to her by any means. This is my ninja way." After my words, he looked at me with interest. Speaking of his words, I really can't cure anyone now, but I can tighten the bandages and provide first aid. If you're so sure about it. I completely forgot, he said playfully. Along with chakra control, you will learn this whole colossus. The theory will be very big. Do you think you can handle it? His words were malicious, but I'm not going to give in. You heard my words. Even if I have to read 1,000 books, I will not give up. Not reading but learning is even more malice. Doesn't matter. No difference, I will still stand my ground. Okay. He seemed amused by my answer. Then let's go to my office. Today I will give you books that you need to learn by tomorrow. We went into his office. He gave me 2 books, and not just any, but 150 pages each. Is he kidding me? When he saw my look, he laughed and said that by tomorrow I should read everything. I should learn it in 3 days. It's still not enough, but I have to get stronger, and as quickly as possible. So I ran home. It's good that there was no one at home, and read these books all evening until night. Of course, I read everything, but only understood half of it. When I left the room, I went to the kitchen to have dinner. I completely forgot about it. I saw dinner on the table and a note. It's you! Forgive us for everything! After that I felt so good. My brothers, of course, will not be able to fully accept me, but just like with my parents, we have time. The Namikaze Uzumaki family will become a family again, even much stronger than before. And I won't be Uzumaki Naruto if I don't do this. Part 11. This morning was calm. When I woke up, I washed my face and went to have breakfast. After breakfast, my father told me that I should go to Danzo. Right now I'm standing in one of the training grounds next to which a river flows and listening to what the venerable elder is telling me. Since at the moment you don't have enough chakra control to even get on the water, we will teach the theory, so remember everything clearly and clearly. In the first days, let the clone come here, but after a month you should have enough control to walk on water. Then you and I will begin practice. Well, everything is logical. And just like that, I listened to him for about 2 hours, after which I ran home to have lunch. Is it just me or did it all happen too quickly? I asked Ku mentally as I entered the house. Well, besides being your teacher, he probably has a lot of work to do. He can only spend about 2 or 3 hours on you. Ninetails answered. Maybe you are right. Agreed with the fox. I'm home. Oh Naruto. Well, how did you like your first lesson with Danzo? Mom asked. Nothing special. He simply said that for the next month there would be only theory, and only then practice. I answered her. Let me guess? No hello, no bye. Clear, fast, informative. Right. Mom said somehow strangely. I guessed right. A lot of work? Asked what Kurama told me. And do not say. We can say that part of the work is taken by the elders, and since Danzo also has the root, he has more work. Are you going to the hospital now? Yeah. After all, yesterday Orochimaru said that I can entrust the clones with reading books. The information is remembered faster, but when he works, he must personally be nearby and observe everything. He says that this way I will understand those points that are sometimes incomprehensible in textbooks. Both Danzo and Orochimaru want my chakra control to improve in about a month. In the end, I should already make 50 clones. By the way, now I can only make 10 clones, and then I spend half so that only 1 clone goes to the academy. So the training just remains. It's true. Okay. Eat. After lunch, I said goodbye to my mother and went to the hospital. On the way, I felt Sasuke's chakra and thought that there was still time. Maybe we could chat. Hello, Sasuke. What are we doing? I asked my friend. Oh, Naruto, I was just looking for you. Let's go talk. What about me? I thought I had about 30 minutes. And what did you want to talk about, Sasuke-sama? I asked. No kidding. Are the workouts you are currently using helping? I'm not just talking about the fact that chakra control increases, but also about physical training. He asked. If I had not known him well, I would not have heard the note of apprehension. So everything is serious. When you said this, then yes, how much I have been training, yet the control has not increased an inch. It is strange. My physical fitness is also poor, but I thought it was because I was a girl. I answered and then I heard, I think I understand what's going on. I heard Ku. And what? After our 5-minute conversation, during which Sasuke was silent and waited, I said, Sasuke, listen carefully. When he looked at me, I continued. Looks like we need a new training regimen. After my words, he frowned. Why us? Okay, you're a girl, but why should I? It seems that it's all about not only our bodies, but also our souls. Look, now each of you and I is almost a new person. I am not Uzumaki Naruto, who was the hero of the 5 nations, and at the same time, I am not the same girl that was before me. I new person, the merging of 2 souls, plus this body is not the one I used, which means different training is needed. After all, Yamato-san and Kakashi-sensei came up with those trainings for me together, but for you, it seems, Orochimaru. I think this is why there is no progress. I finished. It's clear. How problematic all of this is, as Shikamaru would say. And do not say. Well, Itachi can help you with this, and my brothers can help me. After my words his mood lifted. It looks like your relationship has returned to normal. He looked at me strangely. I told seeing my perplexed look, he explained. That souls merged there, one might say, past life parents and Itachi. When he said this, I came closer and looked at him closely. Don't worry, they accepted me. He smiled so happily that stones fell off my shoulders. It seems that Sasuke and I are alike in this too. We can't lie to our family for long. I told you to. Now it's his turn to look at me intently. The consequences are the same, although the final result takes time. How is Itachi? After my question, he looked at me mockingly. It also takes time, but we began to communicate more often and train too. How did you decide to win my brother? If anything, I'm on your side. Don't you feel sorry for him? I asked him immediately. You could say this is my revenge. He made a decision without my knowledge and died. Why can't I do the same and marry him without his knowledge? His gaze was decisive, and he himself was serious, although his voice was mocking. Well then, listen to my brilliant plan, which we will implement in 5 years. Seeing his perplexed look, she added, Now he simply won't be interested in me, because if he feels something, it will be perceived by him only as sisterly feelings. My voice was a little sad. Are you giving up? Asked this Casanova. No. But in order to pacify the beast, you need to control its instincts. It must get used to the fact that I will be nearby, and not perceive me as a younger sister. I immediately spoke about my feelings. Of course, I'm sure that such confessions are said to him almost every day, so in order for his thoughts to be occupied with me at least a little, you come into play. Tell him about me, say that we are best friends, that you would like me to be your sister. Just don't go too far around Fugaka-san and Mikoto-san, otherwise they'll marry us. Well, you understand. And truly brilliant. I can't even believe that you came up with all this. Okay, I'll do as you say. Anyway, because of training, we will see each other much more often. There's something else I'd like to tell you. After his words, he became very thoughtful. I didn't stop him. I, Uchiha Sasuke, swear allegiance to Uzumaki Naruto, the future Hokage. Got down on one knee and said these words. I was confused. With these words, Sasuke showed me that he wants to see me as Hokage, but why? Seeing my face, he said, Do not lie to me. You still want to become Hokage. And it seems that this feeling became many times stronger due to the fact that Naruto also wanted to become her, right? He looked kindly, like a man who knows me well. Yes, I had to give up. Maybe I was last time, but this was not the decision. Everyone was so caught up in the losses of that time that they simply chose me to be Hokage since Bachan could no longer be one when Shizen died. Our eyes instantly became glassy. We both remembered those days when every family had its own grief. I remembered, I need to go to Orochimaru. Crap. Sasuke, I'm sorry, I have to go to the hospital, otherwise I'll be late. Did you really want to become an ironing? When I nodded, he said, I think it will only be better for you. You can improve your chakra control. See you then. We went in opposite directions from us. It's good that I wasn't late and came on time. Of course, they scolded me anyway, saying that I needed to arrive 10 minutes early for the second lesson. I nodded. Orochimaru gave me books again, warning me that in 3 days he would ask for these. Then he told me to be there today and watch him work. I nodded and was like his shadow all evening. Kabuto loomed nearby. We talked to him, a very good conversationalist. I watched a professional work and tried to remember those moments from the book I read yesterday. This is how the evening went. Somewhere at night, after a good dinner and a shower, I lay on my bed and thought. But Sasuke was right. That's why sometimes I felt like I was forgetting something. My dream that was bright in the past. A dream that 2 souls wanted so badly. And that means this is my dream. I think this time becoming Hokage will be much more difficult due to the fact that I am a girl. But who said that the Uzumaki give up? Then it's decided. I am Uzumaki Naruto. I will become Hokage.